Hey, you. Ever feel like you're just running on a hamster wheel? Always busy, maybe, but never quite getting to what really matters.
Yeah, I think we've all been there, feeling pulled in a million directions.
Totally. So today we're doing a deep dive into a recent discussion that really tackles this head on. How do we actually make space for the experiences, the relationships, the good stuff?
Despite all the noise and demands of daily life.
Exactly.
And we've looked through some really uh, insightful points on how to be more intentional about it.
Yeah.
The goal here is to pull out some concrete things, some takeaways you can actually use.
Okay, let's get into it. One of the first things that really jumped out, maybe surprisingly, is just scheduling.
It sounds so basic, doesn't it?
Right. But the source material really hammers this home. Good intentions, seeing friends, doing that hobby, they just sort of evaporate if there's no actual plan. Like they never existed.
It's true. And the point made was, if it's not in your calendar, it's basically fighting a losing battle against everything else that is scheduled, you know?
Right.
The suggestion is to treat these personal priorities, these connections, like you would say a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Give them that same kind of commitment.
Makes them real, not just a wish list item.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shifts it from maybe someday to this is happening.
Okay, but then there's the next layer, right? Even if we schedule the time, even if we're physically there, are we really present?
The big question.
I mean, I'll admit it, I've caught myself scrolling my phone when someone's talking right to me. It's awful.
We all do it.
Yeah.
And the source really pushed on this idea, the difference between just being in the same room and actually truly engaging.
Presence over perfection, I think was the phrase.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
It's not about having some flawless interaction. It's just about genuinely tuning in, focusing your attention,
Yeah.
even if it's just for a little while amidst the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
What struck me was the idea that even like short bursts of real connection are worth way more than hours of just being distracted together.
Yeah. That resonates because then the conversation shifts to what actually builds those connections, what creates memories that stick, and it's experiences, right? Not just buying more things.
Definitely. Think about it. What do you really cherish? Is it the latest gadget you bought 6 months ago? Or is it, I don't know, that hiking trip where it rained but you laughed the whole time?
Right. We're cooking that meal together, even if you burn the rice.
Huh, yes. And the source argues these shared activities, hiking, cooking, maybe volunteering, going to a concert, they create a kind of shared story.
A shared story. I like that.
Yeah, because you're actively building this history together. These become the reference points, the memories you both share and can look back on. That's connection.
But it's hard to make space for those experiences when we feel so weighed down by, well, everything. Clutter, commitment.
Which brings us to simplifying. And the source wasn't just talking about, Marie Kondoing your closet.
No.
It's about decluttering our time, our attention spans, our digital lives, too. The source explicitly mentions too much screen time, too much work, too much stuff.
Guilty as charged on the screen time, probably.
I think most of us are. These things drain our energy and, crucially, our time. So consciously cutting back, simplifying those commitments, it frees up bandwidth.
Bandwidth for the things that actually matter, that recharge you instead of drain you.
Precisely. For those connections and experiences we were just talking about.
Okay, this all ties together. Scheduling, being present, choosing experiences, simplifying. But life changes, doesn't it? Priorities shift.
Absolutely. And that's the final key piece, really. Regularly reassessing, checking in with yourself.
Like a personal audit.
Sort of, yeah. Life isn't static. What felt vital last year might not be the top priority now. The source pushes us to ask, who do I value most right now? What memories am I actively creating?
Actively creating. That's powerful.
It is. It's about making sure your actions, how you spend your day-to-day time, actually line up with your deeper values and the kind of life story you want to build. If there's a big gap.
Then maybe it's time to adjust something.
Exactly. Time for a course correction.
Okay, so let's try to boil this down. The big takeaways seem to be, get intentional with scheduling time for people and experiences, really be there when you are there, put the phone down, focus on shared experiences over stuff.
Simplify where you can, less clutter, less noise, fewer draining commitments.
And finally, check in regularly. Ask yourself if how you spend your time reflects what you truly value.
Get it?
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, the most actionable thing is this. Think about one small step, just one thing you can do today to prioritize an experience or relationship.
One small thing.
Yeah. And just consider, how might your daily life feel different if your time was more consistently aligned with what truly matters most to you? What kind of memories would you start building then?